back. Let's click that. Hello everyone! It is Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. Yeah, it's definitely Wednesday. September 23rd, 2015. I'm Dentral, and we are still playing Final Fantasy XI Online. We're up in Sky at the moment. We pulled maybe one too few many bad guys. Hey look everyone, it's Despot! Everyone wave! Oh, that's not the right macro. Job ability, mug, T. Okay, job ability, not magic ability. And easy 5.6k gil. Ability, weapon skill, Aeolian Edge. There we go. I got the hate back on me where it belongs. We were up here, we were farming arcane and dolls and doll shards for the Records of Eminence quest. We actually got the final doll shard I needed right before I hit the play button. Should have hit the play button earlier, right? But that's the way that goes. So we are actually done here, just killing this last guy. We're gonna hit the warp button, and ooh, how about that? We even got the final 11 for 11 kills, or an extra 1,500 limit points. So, yeah. Quite a bit more fun than starting it off in the middle of a campaign battle, killing one mob at a time. So happy, happy day. I didn't get any drops off of Despot except for Gil because I still have some pop items that I haven't used yet. So I'm gonna take care of that. Last night I told you that we were going to be running to Bastok in the present, and we're going to talk to Naji for a final cutscene with the Wings of the Goddess past Vana'diel missions, and one of the kitties figured out how to unplug the modem. I apologize about that. I was standing right here wondering, why isn't the game responding? And then Kitty was down there like, Alright, alright. We're gonna go to Bastok, the Metal Works. We're gonna want home point number 1. Yes, please, thank you. I also said I was gonna be on the Xbox tonight so we could see a little achievement bubble pop up. But we were having some trouble with the capture card in the Xbox, so we're still on the PC. I would love to share all my little achievement pop-ups with you guys, but you know, we'll do it some other day when the capture card isn't being a total pain. Alright, so I'll hide the names. Might as well get into our best stuff. Set 2. Let's improve the shoes just a little bit. And then we're gonna go click Naji. See what he says. Oh, it's not a cutscene, it's just a thing. Okay. They say that in the days of the Great War, there was a hero of the Republic who distinguished herself so highly that she was bestowed the title of Mithril Musketeer Zero by President Preen himself. Her identity was never made public, and she remains the only one to this day to receive the honor. What I wouldn't give for the chance to meet such a legend. Oh. Oh, gee. And I didn't bother to look last night. I've done too much. There we go. Temperer of Mithril. You think you would actually get the title Mithril Musketeer Zero, but oh well. So click this button here. We're going to travel to another home point. We're going to go back to Sandoria. Northern Sandoria, home point number 1. We're going to set our home point here because I love the proximity to a vendor for rations on stuff that you don't need, Signet, and a survival guide. It's like all right there. And it's close to home. So first things first, set this as your home point. Oh, no. Set this as your home point. Yes. Alright. Since we're not going to be needing to go back in the past for a while. And here I thought I was going to be in a cutscene, so I was wearing my good shoes. Go. Alright. Go and get Signet. I know I was fighting in Ruan Gardens without Signet up. Noob. It's okay. I think I've got 1,000,000 conquest points at the moment, and I really don't need any more ice crystals, so we'll let this time pass. Alright, we're gonna sell some junk. Bird eggs are easily to come by. What else we got? So one of these beetle rings and save the other. Sell the mercury because that drops very easily. And you can synth it whenever you need it. Don't need the Aramantiers. Really don't need the lizard skins. I'm gonna have to check the price on dull shards. I mean, if they go for more than 12k a stack, then maybe it's worth sticking them on the auction house. If not, then NPC them. Oh, ooh! I could make some cursed soup. Actually got the cooking high enough where I could make that. We're not gonna need any more red textile dye. Which is a shame. I'm probably gonna regret selling these. They probably sell for a lot, but oh well. Yeah, regret all this. I just know it. Iridium. I want to say I've priced iridium before, and it only sells for 1k a bar. Means no one buys it. So that. I know this is so fascinating watching Dentral sell his trash. But we're almost done. Fill the geodes, save the ites, and yeah, that's good. How much space do we have now? 61 out of 80. Okay, that's not awesome, but it'll be enough for tonight. So first place we're going to go... Okay, a month ago, and I had to check the notes just to see how long it's been since we got off track here. And it's been a while. August 16th is the date that I show that we got stuck on this mission. We were doing Rhapsodies of Vana'diel. And we hadn't finished Treasures of Urgan, we hadn't finished Wings of the Goddess, and technically I guess you don't need to have them finished. But I figured what the hell. Actually, with the Treasures of Urgan, we actually had to finish that one because we were so far into it that we had to finish the storyline to get the necessary cutscene that we needed, so we did that. So we're gonna go Treasures of Urgan area, Urgan White Gate, using tabs, since we have maxed out tabs. And figured, well, since we finished Treasures of Urgan, let's just go right into Wings of the Goddess and finish that up as well, since I was about... I guess I was about 30% of the way done through those missions. We got that done. Figured let's, since we're on a in the past kind of theme, Vana'diel missions of the past. Why break it up? So we got that done. So now we can finally get back to doing what everybody else that still plays Final Fantasy XI has done and finish the Wings of the sorry, Records of Urgan. Let's see. We need to speak with Nadi, this guy, in Walhalla Temple in Urgan White Freight for a cutscene with Neshmira Tenzin, Dolto Oscuro, Dahil, Kagero, and Balmor. A lot of people. Hopefully it works. It looks like it. The temple is under siege. Are we too late? What happened? A masked man. A masked man. Several immortals went to quell the threat, but we haven't heard word in hours. So, we're dead. Oh no. This one looks like a Mithra. It is a Mithra. What is she doing? And that light, it can't be. We lack power. Preparations have not yet been made in this age. That I must take matters into my own hands with this mask. Yeah. Think fast. We've got to stop her. Alright. It's thinking fast. It's Tenzin's girl. Just in time. Get down. Uh-oh. Comes a Phoenix Blade. Well, that was an action-packed scene. What? She's not cut in half? Tell us where the ambassador is, and you might yet to see the next sunrise. How? How do you have Phoenix life force? That power is not for you to wield. Wow. Lady Cyndaquil, it is done. Phoenix has returned to us. Yet my blade is an insufficient vessel to harbor all of its energy. I suspect the rest has returned to the Mother Crystal. Perhaps this is the wrong time, but just who are... Oh, they're not dead. Introductions can wait. The wounded come first. Then let us help as well. No, you turned your backs on. Do not think you can escape from me. Oh, she did. We can trust Kagero to hound her to the ends of Vana'diel. It falls to us to make these men hale and hearty. Cyndaquil, my citizens must come first right now. Let's meet up later. Lady Cyndaquil, I shall head for Sharat Tea House once the situation here has calmed down. Ooh, one of those things. Ho ho! So this is the Ambassador of the Void. Another interesting character to make dance on my stage. Wonder who that could be. Alright, so. Should now be on a new mission. Take wing. The Hall of Binding was attacked with a masked woman assaulting the Candescents. Thankfully, Tenzin and Kagero were able to wrest back Phoenix's blessing. Yet a number of immortals were injured and the woman escaped, returned to Sharat Tea House. Sure, I mispronounced that. So this is just a simple enter Sharat Tea House in Outergan Whitegate for another cutscene with Tenzin. Fun, fun, fun. Let's bleed back up. Yes. I would have thought if you use the Phoenix Blade on a humanoid person would have been separated from their legs and other lower extremities, but you know, I guess it's still kind of a family game and not a mature rated title. Lady Cyndaquil, we have discovered evidence pointing us towards the Alzadal undersea ruins. How do you respond? Why? And those in the Hall of Binding? I don't want to go. Alright, let's do those in the Hall of Binding. They are fine, thank the goddess. One of those injured in the confrontation took a mighty blow to the head, but we ran into a stroke of luck. He spoke with Lady Nashmira during his recovery, and we are most fortunate in that. For he had overheard that masked man's next plan. Wasn't it a woman? Oh well. You see, there is a legend passed down in Outergan across generations about being known as the Prime Avatar. Perhaps I need not spell it out, but I shall anyway. With Phoenix's power gone, he now seeks something of comparable strength. Ah, so in Utunga Jungle you sparred with the Ambassador as he commanded the power of Siren, another Prime Avatar. If he turned an avatar against us once, it is likely he will attempt to do so again. Recall how that masked woman in the hall mentioned needing to take matters into her own hands? Presumably because something was missing? It gives me pause. What if the Ambassador, not content to see the future devoured, intends to bring his infernal gloom to our present... There we go. To our present as well. You want proof? I have received reports of another vortex which recently opened in the Middlelands. Weeds cut off at the top continue to grow and fester. They must be ripped out from the roots. and the Azadale Undersill ruins may be the key to doing just that. Lady Nashmira asserted that the Prime Avatar has a strong connection with those ruins. She has doubtlessly arrived there already, and it would not do to keep her waiting. He runs off, leaves me behind. Prime number should be the next mission that we're on. Yep, prime number. The astral conditions was likely targeted due to Ott Ergen's prime avatar. They hope to use its power to envelop not just the past, but also the present. Foil their plot by heading to the Alzadal undersea ruins. Yeah, I'm running like I know where I'm going, and I really don't. Okay, so we're going to enter the Alzadal undersea ruins for a cutscene with Nashmira, Tenzin, Alexander, and Iroha. The fastest way is taking the runic portal to the Nizel Isle staging point. If you're low on Imperium standing, you can register Nizel Isle investigation at the assault building for a free teleport. We're not that cheap. Actually, we are that cheap. I'm not even going to lie about that, but it's okay. We want Nizel Isle. I think that's the one we wanted. Yep, Nizel Isle staging point. Yes. We've only got 15,527 credits. Imperial standing. Probably our lowest currency of everything, even including words. I can't remember what it's called at the moment. Abizia notes. Yeah. Although I think those are kind of easy to farm now. Probably. Especially since you can bring in trust NPCs. Definitely bring in trust NPCs. Okay, well, it's thinking. Okay. It's Alexander, just where we left him. Thank goodness you've arrived. This building, and those like it scattered throughout the land, are historic ruins of the great Alzadal dynasty, which flourished over 900 years ago. Only under the most specialist circumstances are those not from our lands permitted entry. Yeah, Tenzin, talking to you. I'm pretty sure Tenzin's country's still at war with Nashmira's, but oh well. Lady Nashmira, if I may be so bold, what is the gargantuan contraption behind you? We refer to it as the Colossus, a grand device manufactured by the Empire that houses the Prime Avatar. You think that such a monstrosity? It's a being that rules over the forces of light, known as Alexander. Huh? Phoenix wants to talk. How is... what on Vana'diel? Ah, Phoenix. The voice always granted on my ears. Oh, the voice always grated on mine ears. Oh, I guess that's what Alexander really looks like. He's more cute this way. Oh, sorry. Oh, but 'twould seem thou art even more cacophonous than usual. Perhaps because now there are two of thee. Ah, the one carrying thy blessing has alighted on this land from the future. I understand thy predicament. If thou dost deem her to be of great importance, then I shall honor thy request to give her form in this world once more. Okay. Alexander has brought back Iroha. Well, that's cool. Lady Iroha! Master, Sir Tenzin! How do you react? Iroha, how do you feel? I thought you'd been killed. Let's go with that one. Lady Iroha, our journey to the realm of the living has surely taken its toll. Your journey to the realm of the living has surely taken its toll. Permit me to explain in your stead. None understand it better than I. Phoenix has become whole in the future, and its life force has brought Iroha back to us. Yet, this is not the first time, and God strike me if it is the last. She is stuck within the cycle of life, returning to Vana'diel each time she is struck down. Would that I were not endlessly reliant on my family to rescue me after each mishap. Family? My blade once held power of a similar magnitude, so I am all too familiar with the particulars. Yet just as the flame can cauterize a grievous wound, so too are Phoenix's blazing wings of life accompanied by indelible pain. Am I wrong? There is no need to put on a brave front. Though your body may have recovered, your spirit yet needs time to heal. There is naught else for me to do. That girl's presence in this world is forbidden, and is why death doth clamor to claim her at every opportunity. Forbidden? Doubtless because she has not yet been born. Order must be obeyed, and all that would threaten it shall be expunged. Even Phoenix can only protect her for so long. Its breath draws ever fainter, its energies beginning to wane. I have done what I can, but whether she is long for this world is not something for me to decide. I care not what hardships I must overcome. Master must bring light to my future, and my calling is to guide her along the path. And thou wilt stop at naught to banish the emptiness. Yet the emptiness bringeth absolute darkness. It is not the absence of light I shall face when Ragnarok cometh. The spirits of Eld have surely felt the presence of such an abomination since time immemorial. It suppresses the power of the gods themselves, and shall descend upon Vana'diel ere long. And its underlings have already arrived in our time. Lord Alexander, they aim to engage in a ritual with the astral candescence and use it to steal your power. Ah yes, I recall the candescence. But thou art slightly mistaken. They were not after my light, but rather Odin's darkness. Of course, it is only via my form that they would be able to summon Odin. But that would call forth another Ragnarok. I would relish such a test of wills. No! Fear not, youngling. They scattered as chaff before the wind. What concerneth me now is whether they will attempt to clip Phoenix's wings again, or whether they will search for their darkness elsewhere. Hold. My primary concern lies not with vanquishing the ambassador, but rather with ensuring Master is prepared for the time of reckoning. And that is why she needs to fill the orb with... Oh. She's had a little bit of reflux. Being reincarnated could do that to you. Lady Iroha, you mustn't. You need rest. She is about to fade once more. Poor thing. Dost thou wish for a way to save her? It would be but a small hope, but the only thing that could convince Vana'diel to accept her in this time would be one born of Altana's tears. One of the newest guardians of this world, Kate Sith. Ask Phoenix for its aid. That's kind of neat. I've never seen Alexander like that. My health should be the least of your concerns. Master, leave me to my fate. Continue your journey. Shh. You'll be in safe hands back at the palace. She is correct. We shall return to Ot Urgen in the meantime, Lady Cyndaquil. Alright, and that should now put us on a new mission from the ruins. Alexander aided Phoenix in reviving Iroha. He knows much about the encroaching darkness, revealing that it's something far more sinister than the absence of light. Iroha has been brought back to Ot Urgen to recover. Iroha has been brought back to Ot Urgen to recover, where she and Alfmal await. So, I think we just simply... Oh, examine Imperial Whitegate and Ot Urgen Whitegate for a cutscene with Nashmira and Iroha that grants the Rhapsodies in Crimson Key item. Alright, so, going home. Use the device. They may make me change my gear, and take off my weapons because that's one of those things whenever you go into Imperial Whitegate. I mean, I might have to change jobs. I hope I don't have to. We'll find out. Alright, we're back in Urgan Whitegate. I wonder if I should set a home point here. Boom, boom, boom. Click. First time I got the speed boots on. Alright, examine the Imperial Whitegate and Urgan Whitegate for a cutscene with Nashmira and Iraha that grants the Rhapsodies in Crimson. Click. Yay, it's gonna let us in. With weapons. And the fugly gear. Don't worry about Iraha, she's just resting. Some of our more medically inclined alchemists have been watching over her day and night. At least they managed to remove the ethereal poisons that were plaguing her. I'll make sure to bring you to her as soon as she's made a bit more of a recovery. Oh, that reminds me. Tenzin mentioned going back to Norg to tell his allies what's been going on. Something about knowing a way to meet that Kate Sith that Alexander mentioned. It deals with a cavernous maw found in Batalha Downs. Wish I knew what he meant. Cyndaquil, you've got to know what he's on about. Once again, you have all the answers. Please, keep yourself out of danger. Lady Nashmira, you have my gratitude. Iraha, are you sure it's still safe to walk? Cyndaquil was just here asking about you. I'll call her back right away. There is no need for that. Uh-oh. That may not be Iraha. Now that you and my companions are aware of Vana'diel's opinion of me, my being here would only serve as a hindrance. Many are the soldiers who have fallen to protect the weak. I have awoken to my own failings, and thus will walk a different path. You're mistaken. People are at their strongest when they're fighting to protect something or someone. Lady Nashmira, your kind words are a boon in these dark times. Please, watch over Master in my stead. Iraha, where are you going? Master needs to be able to stand on my own. Master needs me to be able to stand on my own, so that I can shelter her from the darkness. Alright, so we got the Rhapsodies in Crimson. This is actually gonna be pretty cool. Not only do you get a 30% bonus to experience and limit point gains, you also get a 100% increase to combat and magic skill gains if you didn't get stuff fast enough. What's really cool though is now you can summon an additional alter ego. Yep, here we go. Allows an additional alter ego to be called forth at once. And then we got additional items for sale by the Curio vendor Moogles located in the Three Nations. So yeah, more DPS, more heals, another bard song, you know, whatever you need, you know. We've got another trust NPC to bring with you. Alright. So, we're going to be on a new mission. This one is going to be Cauterize. The world has rejected Iraha's presence, but Alexander believes Kate Sith might have an answer. Cavernous maws in either Batalha Downs, Rollenberry Fields, or Sormog Champagne may enable you to meet with the enigmatic feline. Alright, so we're going to use the survival guide since there's one in... I think there's one in Batalha Downs. Let's take a look. Original release areas. Let's see where this one goes. There we go, right next to it. We're going to continue traveling, just using the tabs. Put us right there. So we're going to enter a cavernous maw. Maybe. Maybe not. We'll find out. Because there's one thing that says click a question mark next to the cavernous maw, like that. So let's do that first. Here we go. The vines covering the cavernous maw shudder violently. Going somewhere. Looks like we're going back in time. Maybe not. We just might be going to that, what was it called? I don't even remember. It's been too long. Here we go. Yeah, this place. Cyndaquil, you have come. Shown your face before me? Alexander's cry has reached my ears. I trust to remember that Atomos consumes all futures that are forbidden. And I'm sure the one question that must be pulling at your mind, bothering you to no end, is why Atomos is not feasting on your dark future as we speak. I too have pondered that very question, and I will not play cat and mouse with you. That future is not a forbidden one. There is nothing that I can do. What with Atomos so intricately connected to the laws of this world, so important to the way Vana'diel plays out. Oh? That's not why you're here? I need Iroha to be accepted. What a perplexing conundrum. I am quite lucky to have been protected by the goddess, but you, a great pair of white wings has wrapped you in its embrace, although I'm hard-pressed to say why. I haven't got a whit of an idea. But those without such a boon cannot traverse the boundaries of time. Why would you think there would be a means to save her? You should count your blessings that Phoenix felt the need to save her at all. Most would have been left by the wayside. Why that dour look? Don't tell me you're going to come mewing some trite complaint. Of course, I'm upset. An unsurprising response, to be sure. But don't mistake my honesty for callousness. Your story has shook me to the bones, sent a chill up my spine. I'm still letting it sink in. A force so mighty it can charm even Siren, the very mistress of seduction. I'm positively at the end of my rope, my wit's end. But there's still another option. Surely I don't need to tell you who Altana is. Never once have I been able to set eyes on her, but you... A day may yet come when you will be able to see her in person, become the most intimate of acquaintances, because you and yours are children of the goddess. Wait, I have an idea. A flash of inspiration. Altana may be able to provide Iroha the succor she needs. And if she can set everything right, it makes my whiskers twitch. Her love is eternal and surpasses the very laws of our world. Of course, this leaves us the small problems of how exactly you go about communing with her. However, I know of a fabulous person who might have an answer. Lilith. I'll see if I can bring her to you, but it'll take some time. But never give up. Spread your wings and roar to the heavens. Alright, so we are still in present-day Battaglia Downs. You can tell by the music. Alright, see if we're still on the same mission. Ganged up on. Only Altana can make Vana'diel accept Iroha's presence in the world, and the first step to reaching her is to cull the threats that Vana'diel faces. Continue with the Wings of the Goddess missions if you have not met Lilith. But we have. If you have completed the Wings of the Goddess and a forbidden reunion, simply examine the triple question mark by the malls in Battaglia Downs, Rowanberry Field, or Solmoog Champagne for a cutscene. Your reward and the transportation to the Walk of Echoes. You can do this immediately after completing Cauterize. Simply re-examine the same mall. No zoning is required. The vines covering the cavernous maw shudder violently. We just saw this cutscene, like, not even 5 minutes ago. Oh well. At least it's not like, you know, Knights of the Round cutscene or Doom Train. Although I kind of like Doom Train. That's what Final Fantasy XI needs. Doom Train. Cyndaquil. A first reunion was surprising enough, but a second? This isn't going to be a happy one either, is it? What happened? Kate Sith was running around like a chicken with its head cut off, and I couldn't pluck the answers off her. All I know is that it's got to be related to those dreams I've been having. You've seen them too, haven't you? Not dreams, but visions. I knew I couldn't have been the only one. They shook me to the core. A blackness deeper than a starless night enveloped the world, and the screams of 1,000 souls pierced the air. I wanted to reach out to them, but instead of grasping their hands, I began to float upward, my form bound by light. I became one with that self-same light, and the last thing I saw was your face. Your visage was even more noble than usual, and you had become a god. Huh? You had a different dream. What? That's an ill omen if I've ever heard one. Could such terror truly be what the world has in store for us? Then in my dreams, all that light, was it just a fraud? Am I totally powerless? What kind of trickery is this? I'll think of something. No, I need your help. You're right. Maybe we can come up with something if we put our heads together. I'm not sure exactly how to go about it, though. Kate Sis said that our best bet may lie in meeting with Altana. Even if we are the wings of the goddess, that doesn't mean we have all the answers. We might have to rack our brains for this one. Uh-oh. Oh, what is... Well, set run! Oh, this is gonna hurt. Cyndaquil. Not only did I see the future, but also the past. Memories of the times we spent together, both warm and cold. A phantasmagoric kaleidoscope of images. You're absolutely sure I'm not dead? Kate Sith, what's wrong? Cyndaquil, it's about that ambassador friend of yours. The person you've been looking for. Found his way here. How terrible must this foe be if he's managed to make his way to this world? Cyndaquil, I need you to make haste. Move like the wind. That orb you carry. The light erased all my doubts and fears. I'm ready for whatever may come to pass. Together, we have the strength to conquer the darkness. I think we got a new cipher. Yep, cipher of Lilith's alter ego number 2. Okay, Walk of Echoes. That's the name of the zone. I couldn't remember. Alright, so we gotta examine the ornate door at the top of the stairs in Walk of Echoes for a cutscene with Lilith, Kate Sith, Atomos, and Voto Oscuro. You can complete this after being zoned by the previous mission's cutscene. If you leave, you must re-enter the Walk of Echoes from Pashlo Marsland's S or Grauberg S. Cannot use the Zarkabard S entry point. Oh. Wonder why. I don't know. I'm tempted to go to Sandoria, trade the cipher, and use it in the next mission, but that's just going to take too much time. We'll just trade the cipher next time that we're in one of the main cities. Let's get the cutscene. You took so long getting here that I figured you'd gotten swallowed whole. Gobbled up in one fell swoop. Which, by the way, is what's about to happen anyway. I don't understand. What? Oh, wow. I've got more. It's Atomos. It's multiplying and replicating itself. Tut tut. Don't think I'm oblivious to what's going on here. That I'm utterly without clue. You're trying to wrest Atomos' power for your own nefarious ends. Kate Sith, look out! Nya. Oh, poor kitty. The future is for us to decide, not you. Even if there are some things we would change, we still love this world. Yes, some crosses are difficult to bear and we lash out at things we find unjust. But our future is supposed to be bright and full of laughter, not racked with despair. Nothing can stop us from protecting all that Vana'diel can be. Nothing. Oh, wow. That hurt. I shall change this world. But without the power of darkness, I cannot. Atomos, now! Devour him! The hell? Is that the shark? Cyndaquil, look out! Oh no! Cyndaquil got sucked in! Don't worry, never fear. If anyone can come out unscathed, it's her. You foul creature, masked madman, I'll fight you tooth and claw. Hmm. Okay, so we got kicked out of Walk of Echoes. Okay, so let's get some trust NPCs out, eh? This should be Somber Dreams. Yep. Somber Dreams. The ambassador threatens to absorb dark energy from Atomos and must be stopped. His minion Cetus has swallowed you whole. Vanquish him before proceeding. We got a tank. We got a healer. We got Leko Hapoka. This is gonna be Miss Lilithset. Yep. And who else should we bring? Only there was a Kate Sith. Oh, let's bring Tenzin. And since he's going to be at the back of the line, let's bring Tenzin with his bow and arrow. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trust NPCs making 6, which means we've got a full party. 4, 5, 6. Wow. Oh, this could be awesome. Or really bad. Probably gonna be really bad. Alright, examine the triple question mark in front of you in Grauberg S to spawn Cetus. A Pterratos appears to have around 25,000 HP. Not a hard fight. A solo ball by a Dancer 99, Thief 49 with 5 trust with no preparation. Watch out for a potent drain spike effect. was not paying attention and died the first time. Okay, so we should bring someone that's got Dispel. Sorry, Leko. I'm going to bring Toru Moru. And since wind weather is still going on, let's build up a little bit of TP. And this here air elemental. And if we're lucky, we'll be able to not only get some buffs up on us, build up some TP, and yeah, make the fight just a little bit faster. Though we got gravity on us and no one's casting Erase. What's up with that? Maybe Farius Coffin thinks that Koromoru is going to do it, and maybe Koromoru thinks that Farius Coffin's going to do it. Yep, that's lame. We've got... I know I can dispel gravity myself. I just don't want to waste the TP on it. So, alright, let's see what happens. Wow, that thing's big. Kinda hits hard. Alright. Trick attack, weapon skill. Way to go, tank. And just... wow. Okay, somehow I know how I got hate, because the tank moved when I was trying to trick attack hate onto him. Oh well. Watch the HP. Far so good. Don't turn your back on me, friend. Thetis readies echolocation. That did 5 points of damage, and... Alright, fortunately the tulip was there to stop me from getting thrown too far back. Otherwise, that might have been bad. Thank you, tulips. Okay. Well, wasn't too bad of a fight. After the fight, examine the triple question mark again to obtain a very short cutscene. And we're going to proceed to the Walk of Echoes using the triple question mark next to the veridical conflux in front of you to another cutscene with Lilithette and Kate Sith. Alright. Writhing in pain. Return to the crystal. Okay, that was really short and kind of not necessary, I think. But, oh well. I guess just in case you didn't see it die. Yeah. Okay, I thought, okay. Normally we don't get that much of a load before the cutscene, but... Hey, I'll just land around. Cyndaquil. I can't believe it. He got away. Fled for the hills. He absorbed Atomos' power and skedaddled out of here before either of us could stop him. I love that word, skedaddled. I think it needs to be used more often. After my impassioned speech, too. Oh, I can be so scatterbrained. But I made my bed, so I've got to lie in it. But this masked man, this ambassador of the void, I get the sense that he's holding back. If he was able to bring Atomos to its knees, and he could obliterate us with a snap of his fingers. But he didn't. Cyndaquil, have you been declawed or something? Lost all your gumption? With Atomos weakened, your bright future is naught but dust scattered before the wind. Then we've no hope? Before he was completely drained, he gobbled it all up. I saw it with these two eyes. And you call yourself a savior of Vana'diel, a protector of the realm. Did you actually want to save the future, or did you just want to take credit for it? Hey now, Kate Sith, come off it. For someone complaining so loudly, your hands are quite warm from hiding them under your posterior. Meow. But it stings to admit that there's a kernel of truth in that. What do we do now? There's still the idea of meeting Altana, but how does one go about finding a goddess? Perhaps your friend Iraha can provide us with answers. After all, she's the one who bid you to absorb light into your orb. If she thinks that there's still some light left to gather, then the future may not be as doom and gloom as Kate Sith thinks. You think I'm full of bluster and bravado? Then let me show you what I'm made of. Demonstrate all that I can do. You'd do that for us? My whiskers can tell your fortunes better than any old bones, and right now they're telling me that your best chance to meet Iraha is to go back to Norg. And you got all that from your whiskers. If that's what you say, then I'll choose to believe you, I suppose. The best course of action is for us to split up. No. Best course of action is for us to stick together. Oh well. I've been charged with protecting Lilith's world, so I can't stay here for long. But just like that orb, I'll always be there by your side. Never forget that. Be safe, Cyndaquil. Oh no, I forgot to tell them. For someone who came from the future, this form here was quite solid, wholly unyielding. I have a feeling that he and his other masked companions exist in this timeline as well. And then there's something else I saw for a brief moment, laid my eyes on for a fleeting instant. My eyes never lie. It can't be. I guess she's not going to tell us. Alright, so now we should be on of light and darkness. Yep. You have successfully vanquished Cetus, and the ambassador escaped. His plan partially successful. Meet with Iraha and discuss your next plans, but first, head back to Norg. Alright, so this is simply just going to be go to Norg, examine the oaken door for a cutscene. We don't have the warp ring on. Why don't we have the warp ring? Why are we looking at shoes and not rings? Oh well, is there a map of this zone? Methinks not. I don't know why they say Atomos was absorbed. He's clearly right there. Items, warp ring, teleport. Oh, let's see if we got enough time to kick this key. I don't think we do. How about that? Time management skills, eh? Alright, so there should be a survival guide directly in Norg. Rise of Zilart. Norg. Okay, so I'm just gonna run up here. Not that you really need flee in Norg, but why not? I don't know how long this cutscene's gonna be. We may be able to be recast by the time we're done. There we go. Click. Going into a cutscene. Oi, Cinequil. You really got a knack for showing up when people are thinking about you. Remember how we were talking about a new vortex in Miseru Coast? Remember that. Your husband spotted around there every couple of days. And you didn't know, did ya? The two of you last parted ways over in Urgan, right? Figured she'd have met up with you once she feeling better. But for whatever reason, she decided to strike out on her own. Ha! You must have had a big felonette. What do you mean? You must have impure thoughts about her. Well, best for me not to get in the middle. Now that you know where she's been spotted, you'd best head there too. Knowing Tenzin, he's probably in a tizzy and gone to Miseru Coast already. Truth be told, I can't imagine what it would be like to die once, let alone over and over. Youth is always so brash. Hopefully, the three of you can overcome the trials that are to come. Alright, I think that's probably the most accent they've ever given Gilgamesh, as far as speech goes. Or maybe that's just the first time I read his stuff out loud. This one could be called Temporary Farewells? Let's see. I don't know why you're looking at that. Missions, odd. Yep. Gilgamesh seems skittish about a new vortex to Escha that opened in Miseru Coast. Iroha journeyed there alone, seemingly preferring to travel on her own. Head to Miseru Coast and see what you can learn. Excuse me, traveling to another home point. We'll take Nazia. Actually, never mind. Where's the damn book? There it is. That's the hunt registry. Like that. Teleportation assistance. Change of Promathia to have Nazian safe hold using tabs. Because we're so cheap, we're gonna save 100 gil and take 5 extra steps. I know you're saying you'd be there by now if you just use the crystal, but... Alright, so we're going to examine the triple question mark next to the undulating conflux on Miseru Coast for a cutscene with Iroha. 5 will be north, so... take the northwest exit out of here. I think this is the northwest exit, let's find out. This is it. Okay. Where's G5? It's probably gonna be right where this flashing crystal is. And there's a survival guide up there too. So we got a little ways to run, so let's start running. I knew I shouldn't have used Flea. Oh well. It'll be back up soon. I can't say it's been forever since I've been in this zone, because I think I was here just yesterday, or maybe the day before. There's birds, or crows to be precise, right outside here that give XP, drop bird eggs. And there's a Record of Eminence quest that asks you to kill birds fairly regularly. So instead of just going out of my way, I just come here and kill them all. There's a bug flying around. Vanquish beast. Love beast. Alright, now Flea should be ready. So we're gonna do a side trip to the survival guide. While we're headed over here. Shouldn't take too long. I've been toying with the ideas of late of once we're finished with all the achievements, starting yet another character. And uninstalling all the expansions, except for, you know, just the base game, and then just try to do everything that you can do just using the original game before Rise of the Zalart. And then once that's done, move on and install the Rise of the Zalart and just do all that stuff. So you don't have to worry about different cutscenes and doing different missions, all that stuff at the same time. It's just more, I don't know, make things more difficult than they need to be, I'm sure, but more vultures over here. Did not know that. They still give XP, don't they? Yep, incredibly easy. Alright, here's a survival guide. Alright, common sense dictates that you should now be able to teleport here from similar tomes throughout the world. Now we're just going to go a little north. Yep. Got a while before it flees back up. Yep. I got the idea from listening to someone talking about EverQuest and how there were groups of people that would be doing EverQuest back in the way that it used to be done. These are all 2 weeks, so nothing to worry about here. And it wouldn't be until the group would finally be able to clear the final boss of said expansion that the next expansion would be unlocked. There should be like a telepoint crystal close by. There it is. And all tucked out of the way. Alright, register no home point. I'm not going to do anything with it, but I imagine we're going to click the, yep. Examine the triple question mark next to the undulating confluence, which is that thing, in Mizuru Coast for a cutscene with Iroha. This is where she's going to be all crazy girl-like. She's just killing everything. Maybe she's training on easy prey. Master! Good to see you again. What are you doing here? Is everything alright? Once again, your compassion knows no bounds. I have made a bit of recovery and feel ready to move mountains. That's good. I must let you know that I chanced upon Siren once more. She told me something that perhaps you already know. Your presence here brings naught but chaos to this world. She also curiously explained that this was the cause for herself as well. This was the case. I think I need glasses. But her situation is a trifle different, for her incarnation already exists in this time. If the two were to join, a small semblance of order would return, perhaps causing one of the rifts to close. And compared to that, my existence is an affront to all nature. Panic, panic, panic. Oof. I did not mean to trouble you so. Master, your orb has been blessed with even more power than before, has it not? Odd. See? What a comforting glow. I have heard of such phenomenon, but to witness up close, I am deeply moved by all you have accomplished to get thus far. Many and more have supported you in your adventures throughout Vana'diel. This time, I can sense the presence of another who featured prominently in the tales of your adventures, Lillicet. And you have been assaulted by the ambassador once more. You bested him? Master, your strength is boundless. Blush. But he got away. And we are no closer to the truth than we were before? And there were others following in his stead? Please, share with me the story from the very beginning, and spare no detail. Well, in the beginning, there was nothing but the crystal. And he was wielding Excalibur. I thought I recognized that sword. But how? Because he's elven. That's how. But only one of those exists in this world. How could he possibly? Unless... Why would he single you out for assault? Master, I require further training at once. Will you show me all I need to know? Need a minute to think. Caught me off guard. Of course, I understand your hesitation. I shall wait for you to come to a decision. Wasn't the response I was thinking about getting. Brushing up is the next one, so okay. So we're going to examine the triple question mark next to the undulating conflux and Misiricos at G5 for a cutscene with Araha. Your choice in this cutscene affects the requested item for the next mission. Strength training equals a beef stew pot. Endurance training equals a serving of Zara soba. And style training, 30 spicy crackers. Cheapest option from the Curio vendor Moogle. We're going to go with style training. Because we're cheap. We're so cheap. Master, have you settled upon which type of training I am to undergo? Style training. You wish me to be more stylish. I understand your desire. My mother often opined that a ninja must do all she can to blend in. But alas, I am no ninja. And you would like to bring me a small gift to boost my spirits? Your generous soul sparkles throughout the ages. My father often opined about the benefits of spicy crackers and how they help to keep my mother's skin smooth and soft. 30 spicy crackers would be more than sufficient to see me reach my goal. Okay. Actually, we probably don't even need to use the warp ring for this one, but yeah, let's just run over here. Travel to another home point in Sandoria, Port Sandoria by Zamog House. Alright. Making progress. I'm going to buy 30 spicy crackers, and since we'll be in Sandy at the same time, we're going to go ahead and trade in that cipher to get Lula set number 2. Wow. Only been a little over an hour. I feel like we've done so much. Foodstuffs. Buy. You can buy Sabina milk. Pretty cool. Jack-o'-lanterns. That reminds me, I need to check what the cookie and guild point item is for today still. Gonna be at the very bottom of the list, isn't it? There's a beef stew pot, there's our soba, spicy crackers. We're joking about stuff being pricey. Alright, we got 30 spicy crackers. So now we're gonna go southern Sandoria. Travel. Current region, southern, by Zamog House. And it's free. The teleport is. I got something in my throat. This way. This will take just a moment. Gotta wait for it. There we go. Oh ho! You've got a cipher at Lilith's alter ego 2 on hand, do you? Hoo-hoo? This old mind does not work like it used to, for I know not one whit about that person. Let us get down to business, you say? Use these newfound powers? Then we shall commune together. Close your eyes and let the powers of trust, friendship, and sisterly love fill every element of your body. It's just a little bit creepy this guy is talking about sisterly love. Even creepier to think what he's doing with your eyes closed. A marvelous spectacle, if I do say so myself. Now you owe me not one, but two. Ho-ho-ho. How great it is to have the upper hand. That beard. I mean, really. Alright, so we're going back to, Miseru Coast. Travel to another home point. There we go. Archipelago. Miseru Coast. Home point number 1. I was trying to remember the name of the region, and yeah, it's been that long. Thunderstorm still going on out here. Hey, it's Exelon. Seen him hanging around quite a bit. So we're gonna trade the spicy crackers, I guess, to the question mark. Yeah, I guess so. Why not? I got you crackers. Master, this is wonderful. I anxiously await learning under your steady hand and unyielding gaze. I pledge to give it my all, using all means available to me. Some time later. That was invigorating. But it does put a strain on the stomach. Master, let us share a rice ball. Oh, I get a chair. What's that? There was something on your chin, so I ate it. But forgive me, I reverted to my old ways before we met. It is a curse from my mother's upbringing. She always said that healthy eating was the key to a lustrous black hair. And when we first met, you complimented how well it matched my features. Of course, that is not something I could hope for you to remember. But I was young then, and each day seemed a year long. Yet your praise has stuck with me ever since. Thanks to your kind words, I have taken care of it as my pride and joy. Ask about the mother. You've already met her, but I'll leave that as a secret for now. Wonder who Mom could be. This reminds me. The ambassador told you he wishes to change the future, did he not? Why would he need to muster the forces of darkness to do so, and not make heads or tails of it? Wants future be pitched back, he wants the darkness to come faster. I haven't the foggiest. Just making sure there's not like a wrong option to pick. Okay. Cutscene will end when you choose the option about Altana's help after the final question. You can select the 2 preceding options if you wish for more dialogue. Alright, he wants the future to be enshrouded. In other words, he wants to make the future much like my own. But then, how would change come into play? Master, the time has come for you to clash with the ambassador. As you are eminently aware, I am able to return to this world owing to the blessing of Phoenix, and that power alone. Yet such an act is wholly forbidden. and there are limits to even that which as grand a power as Phoenix can achieve. Phoenix grows ever weaker each time I am brought back to life. It is selfish of me to use it endlessly, for in reality it is something you are supposed to rely on when faced with oblivion. You are concerned with how I feel after being revived countless times? Any pain I may feel is a tiny prick compared to what I have suffered in my future. When I think back to how alone I was before coming here, my heart feels like it will burst. And deep inside, I am one weak person adrift upon the sea. Further, I arrived in a time a bit earlier than I had intended. Despite this, despite all my failings, Phoenix has seen fit to rescue me time and again. I am but a stain on all I hold dear. That's why I must be there in the final conflict against the Ambassador. And if I should falter due to my own unpreparedness, then it shall be no one's fault but my own. I refuse to be a burden any longer. You have striven so hard to fill the orb I gave you with light, and I know you will be prepared for the final struggle. Can't do it alone. Master, none know that better than I. You've touched many during your adventures throughout the land, and not just those who have lent power to your orb. Even I understand that anything can be accomplished with support of those close to you. Stay level-headed. Master, do not make light of my steadfast determination to protect all I hold dear. Then we can succeed with Altana's help. Goddess Altana. I had not expected such a divine proposal. You do not have to display such concern for me after all. After all, my presence here only serves as an affront to nature. Yet there is a certain logic. Perhaps she, I like how they actually capitalized she. Perhaps she would be able to provide us with the guidance we so desperately seek. If any would know how to meet with Altana, it would be the ancients. You have a most queer look on your face, Master. On several occasions you told me about your encounters with them. Or perhaps will tell me would be a better phrase. Stories about Kamlanut and Eldnarach. Those who ruled over Juno were a different race than any of us. Their status as the grand ancestors of this world may provide us with clues. Ah, but I know. Those two have passed on. No, I speak of asking advice of the Kulu. But we cannot simply drop in without making proper preparations. We should seek advice from allies in Norg. That was a interesting little cutscene. Big claws. Too weak to worthwhile. Guy named Sailor. Not sure what that is. So we're going back to Norg. Be on Elshimo Lowland, Norg. I guess home point number 1 is just. Alright, so this, I forgot to check, this should be called Past Imperfect, where we're going to examine the Oaken Door in Norg for a cutscene with Tenzin, Iraha, and Gilgamesh. Missions, add-on, Past Imperfect. Though satisfied with her training, Iraha's burden remains heavy, and she is poised to take on the Ambassador alone. The two of you have decided to seek out the races of Eld. Return to Norg to discuss things. I was curious if we would be going back to Zalart stuff. I was like, we're going through expansions pretty quick here. Yar, Iraha's already given me the skinny. So, you're off to meet the ancients, Then what am I about to tell you just is the same as before. You gotta go to the Temple of Ugalippe. Ain't too far, and if you've been there once, then it shouldn't be a problem to make the trek again. For Gilgamesh, I fear we know little and less about this temple of which you speak. It's a bit to the east beyond Yatunga Jungle, deep in the innermost reaches of Yotor Jungle. Surely you'll want a few of my best men to go with you. Wouldn't do having you get lost. That would be a boon. Master, let us rendezvous at the temple. I relish the opportunity to meet with a Kulu. That was kind of short, wasn't it? The Cursed Temple. Gilgamesh has pointed you toward the Temple of Ugalepe, where you should be able to find clues. Depending on your current progress in Rise of the Zalart, there may be some things you must take care of first. Well, we finished the Rise of the Zalart, so that shouldn't be a problem. Let's see what the manual has to say, though. Bring some form of teleport Dem, Hala, or Maya to speed things up when you're finished here. Okay. So, we're gonna drop the Dancer sub, and we're just gonna bring a White Mage. I know, Thief, White Mage. Suppose we could just go straight White Mage, but... Change jobs, support jobs, White Mage. We lost our Protect and Show. Oh well. Alright. You must finish Zalart mission number 4, the Temple of Ugalepe. If you have not started Rise of Zalart, it will take approximately 30 to 45 minutes. You'll be able to go straight back to this mission after. Enter the Temple of Ugalepe for a cutscene. If previously activated, you can simply take the survival guide from Nord to the Temple of Ugalepe. The Adamasite Refiner in Nord can also teleport you depending on Void Watch progress. Well, we haven't done any Void Watch, so we're not going to use that one. But we'll just use the survival guide. Kinda looks like she's wearing a Matt's cap, doesn't it? We're gonna go getting distracted again.
Polygon?
There's a little girl wearing the same cap that Matt wears. Uh-huh. At least it was just blue. Rise of the... Alright, and that means the controller's starting to go out. Teleportation assistance. There we go, Rise of the Zalart. Temple of Ugalepe.
Got you a fire.
Plugged in somewhere for the other one. All the cats are out and about. Be sure to take them back in with you so they don't plug the modem. Yes. Lady Cyndaquil, hold. We shall accompany you. The air is as frigid as ice, and I fear we are not alone. Then I shall go on ahead and cleave a path for us. Lady Irha, stay where you are. Advancing alone is pure folly. Alright. So, let's go ahead and summon our usual gang of misfits. Find out where exactly we are. Oh, never mind. I don't need to do that because we're just going to be zoning anyways. Alright, so we're going to pass through the granite door at J7 on map 1 and take the path hidden on the in-game map. Exit to Yotor Jungle to be on the balcony of the temple. We're going to take a hard right, no stairs needed, to loop back into a different hallway. Okay, maybe I'm not going the right way. Although I know this is the balcony. Alright, let's just read directions for a change. Although I thought the granite door was something else. Obviously not. Right. Trust. Map. White scan. Don't need white scan. So, J7. This is 7. J. So, here. Just gonna simply follow the left wall and see what happens. I'm gonna have to. Alright, that's a party. I don't think anything in here will aggro me. Should be alright. And even if everything does aggro me, I could just hit flee and run to the zone line, right? Still gonna follow the left wall. That off the screen. Almost there, I think. I hope this is map 1, because if it's not, well, they're gonna get terribly lost. We used to have to come to this zone quite a bit when we were doing the Zalart missions. Alright, J7, granite door. The idea was always to try to aggro as many things as possible. Oh, we're not gonna have spectral jig. All this stuff will aggro. So, where the thing turns around, sneak me? Alright, pass through the granite door J7 on map 1 and take the path hidden on the in-game map. Exit to Yotor Jungle to be on the balcony of the temple. Take a hard right, no stairs needed. Okay. We're off the map, ladies and gentlemen. But what else is new? Alright, let's see if this takes us outside. Yep, it does. Alright, so now we're going to be out on the balcony. Take a hard right, no stairs needed, to loop back into a different hallway, allowing you to re-enter the temple. Through the other door available on this balcony. Alright. Take a hard right. Okay, no stairs needed. Then proceed to the granite door at J6 on map 3 in the temple. Examine it for a scene with Tenzin, Arahok, and Graviton. This completes both the cursed temple and wisdom of our forefathers, and flags where divinities collide. Thus, map. So we are looking for J6. Probably be this. The only thing is.
Baby.
We'll just simply follow the left wall and that should take you where you're going. I'm gonna bring Cobra Mower around for refresh in case we need it. I don't think we will. And go a little further, make sure there's no doors that need to be opened. Last time I saw him, he was on the scratching post.
Or where? Where?
Alright. Sunberries and pots and stuff that normally would magic aggro and yet didn't. Not complaining. Maybe because it's too weak? Sunberry Black Mage. I think, yeah, this looks familiar. This is where you need to go to clear your Tonberry hate. Pretty sure that bee saw us. Maybe it's the flashing bookcase behind Iraha. Hello, Graviton. Nice to see you not in a battleground for a change. Never did I expect such bustle and commotion and such forgotten ruins as these. Oh, that is holy. What manner of spirit is this? You are one of the forgotten races. Well, thou certainly dost bring a most curious conundrum, a future wrapped in pure darkness. And we desire the Kulu to share with us a method to meet with Altana. Then thou must travel to a place that holds a grand crystal and traverse the boundaries connecting this realm to hers. Alas, only the dead are able to cross into the realm of spirits. Though perhaps the terrestrial avatars, blessed as they are by the crystals, can provide an alternative method. Ah, yes. Perhaps it has something to do with these strange feelings I have. Feelings? What kind of feelings? Surely this cometh as a surprise to thee, but by all rights I am already dead, yet have not returned to the crystal as I should. I can still feel the yearning calling to me from beyond. Yes, way up in the sky, where one of my Kulu brothers weaveth incantations most grand. Up in the sky? You refer to Altau. Yet unlike me, he does not remain in this world for want of something to hold on to, and his name is Celtius. Sir Celtius. Yes, it is all coming together. Thou art familiar with him? Then mayhap I can skip the long-winded explanation. Yet one question remains. How canst thou meet him? I must reiterate that thou must first cross over via the crystal, and to do that requires one to guide thee. I am at a loss. The three of ye have faith in Altana, do ye not? I guess I do. Of course, Master and I both believe in Altana, as do I. Phoenix has shown me the light, and continues to do so. Then it shall be but a small task for thee to visit the crystal. Deep beneath the earth slumber 5 stones, each of which containeth an inordinate amount of power. 3 are located beneath the spires of Hala, Dem, and Mia. I have laid my own eyes upon the objects of which you speak. I alighted upon one when I first descended from the future. And that only serveth to prove that thy bonds with the goddess are taut and firm. Perhaps they shall resonate with the crystals and provide the answers thou seekest. Lady Graviton's a woman. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I guess she is. Lady Graviton, your guidance is greatly appreciated. I have shared with thee all I am privy to. The rest is for thee and thy companions to decide. Yet, I cannot say what to expect. Even shouldst thou succeed, ensure that thou remainest prepared for any eventuality. Alright, hopefully that bee is not going to be right on our tail. Nope, not yet. Kick its ass. Alright, so this mission is never flagged as your current mission, yet it is automatically completed when you fully complete the Cursed Temple. Let's double check that. Our divinities collide. 10K, so yeah, show's completed. Final portion of the Cursed Temple, head to J6 on map 1 of the Temple of Ugalapit, and take the path hidden on the in-game map, exit to Yotor Jungle to be on the balcony of the temple, take a hard right, no stairs needed, to loop back into a different hallway. Since it says Graviton offered to help, but tells you to examine the door, that would suggest that this may be flagged as your current mission if you say you don't believe in Altana. Anyone confirm? Anyway, don't need to worry about that. We're on Where Divinities Collide. Graviton decisively stated that you must pass through the crystal in order to reach Altana. The logical place to start would be the crags of Hala, Dim, and Mia. We gotta zone into any of the transference. Zone into any hollow transference for a cutscene with Tenzin, Iroha, Celtius, Fenrir, Odin, Atomos, Diablos, Balamor, and Volto Oscuro. Wow, that's a lot of people. Alright, so magic. I hope I've got... yeah, there we go. I know I don't have all the teleport spells. Something else I need to add to the list of things to do. Maybe I should have cast haste on me before doing this. I can't be any faster. It could be a little faster. Okay. Been a while since we've been out here. Lee. No. Although when we're in constant, I'm definitely going to do a wide scan to see if one of the rams is up. Yeah, this will take us there. Telepoint has been shattered into 1,000 pieces. Oh, put them back together. Need some Yagudo glue. And how I don't miss these zones. Oh wow, it takes you straight to the crystal. Okay. Guess it's a good thing I subbed White Mage. Master, what is this place? Over by the spirits. And the whispers of the goddess come to me. No, it is something from far in the future. Cyndaquil? Is that Cyndaquil's voice I hear? I am Celtius, a man who was to remain in Altiul. Thus I must ask, are you a dream? A vision? The threads of time are becoming more tangled with each passing day. The future is interfering with the past. Ah, would that time were the only victim. Nature, magic, spirit, all are converging into an increasing inextricable knot. Diablos, is this dream you're doing? Nay, the catalyst is Cyndaquil. But lest you be mistaken, this is not the Cyndaquil whom you know. It is one from a time beyond 884. And as these threads begin to tangle, order is spiraling into chaos. He cometh from a future where the void hath enveloped all. Wow. Really cool looking. The lot of you know not. Unfathomable. The void disrupteth the very nature of things. It is not merely causing things to cease to be, but rather cease to have ever been. The power of the gods has started to... Atomos, your ramblings remain as incoherent as ever. Is there no one who can understand him? Oh, shoot. Starting in the year 884, the power of the spirits and the avatars of Vana'diel began to be absorbed by mysterious force. But where are my manners? Dear audience, before you stands none other than Balamor. I could think of no stranger to be in our midst. Wherever there are forces of darkness, you can bet I'll be there. Ah, light gathers with one. Darkness gathers with one. Ah, that's my cue. The powers of light are slowly gathering in one direction, while those of darkness held elsewhere. Oh, how I do love a good riddle. Is this a sign of what is to come? Cyndaquil desires to meet Altana. Siren's communions, the moon reading. But were the natural order of things to falter, all would come to naught. And the situation demandeth that we act swiftly and decisively. Siren doth intend to challenge the ambassador head-on. Odin, are you certain? Yet her victory is far from a foregone conclusion. His power doth stand on even footing with our own. Will Siren fall under his thrall, or will she be utterly obliterated? In the end, the result doth not matter. Cyndaquil will lose the protection of the goddess, and Alteu's demise will be all but engraved in stone. That. Your gathering here together makes my life much easier. Thou art the ambassador? And this dream is his. Are winning away. Such darkness is fated to... Atmos, do you mean to say that his presence in this time is an unavoidable destiny? This is quite the fun game going on here. Did you see the looks on their faces? Ah, now I understand the mortal desire to pay good coin for such spectacles. I wonder what our little friend has to say about all this. You can't. What if he does something terrible? Oh, Celtius. Surely you know there's no danger in any of this. The ambassador. That mask. Until my next performance, friends. Okay. Master. She looks so peaceful, too. Ugh. Never have witnessed such a vivid vision. There were rice balls everywhere, dividing and multiplying. All around me was a sea of compacted rice, ever-growing and all-consuming. Lady Cyndaquil, what sort of experience did you have? Sorry about Siren. I saw Celtius, a bunch of spirits. Balamor was laughing. I saw Celtius. This leaves us with more questions than answers. Despite your meeting with Celtius, the ambassador got in the way and sowed yet more seeds of confusion. Does he truly mean to call forth an endless void? An ominous premonition aside, we are no closer to meeting Altana than we were before. You think the answer may lie somewhere with Siren? I cannot fathom why, but perhaps there is some merit to it. We are running out of places to turn. Though upon further thought, if she intends to clash with the ambassador, then she may know something we do not. I propose that we first return to Norg to gather our thoughts. Iraha, we shall meet with you there. The ambassador. I must stop him. Okay. So we should now be on to the skies? Yep. You discussed the next step with Iroha and Tenzin, but ultimately were unable to figure out how to meet with Altana. Siren's decision to clash with the ambassador is of primary concern, so head back to Norg to draft your next plan of attack. I guess I should use the warp ring. Probably be faster than what I'm trying to do. I got another hour and 15 minutes. Plenty of time. The map can actually lead. So I thought we'd have to be going to all 3 crags, but looks like you just have to pick one. Not so bad. Let's see. Yep, never mind. We'll just do it this way. I was going to run out to the survival guide out here. It isn't too far away, but be faster. Lead us right next to a home point crystal, which we'll just click. Take us back to Norg. Maybe. There we go. Telepoint. Come on, you can do it. I have faith in you. Go to another home point. Oshimo Lowland. Norg. Home point number 1. Yes, please. Yay, Bunko! Yeah, we finally finished all the things to do in the past. We figured let's just dive into Rhapsodies where we left off a month ago. Got my 5th Trust NPC summon ability, so even if I don't get anything else done in the game, I can say I've got that done. Oh, a flea. I think I just used it. Yep. No more fleas. I wonder, after Chapter 3, if they're going to give you a cipher for Iroha. I wouldn't mind having her in the party. But, oh well. I'm sure they're working on it. Cyndaquil. Why the dour look? Everyone's looking to you for guidance, so keep your chin up. Wow. Getting motivational speaks from Zeed of all people. Yo, Zeed! She isn't the only one. My head's been swimming with worry these past few days. It's about Escha, isn't it? I had one of my more trustworthy friends see what he could find. The mystery grows deeper by the day. As he spent more days within Escha, he began to speak in tongues and happen upon knowledge that no one should have. It spooked a lot of us. And speak of the devil, a Tory to Tory, how fares your search? You asked me to go to Escha Ruan, and that's exactly what I did. Odd place, that one. Past Taru and the future are all garbled. I think I get it. The place where time doesn't exist. What do you mean, doesn't exist? Our little friend Siren was going on about it. We can only hope that no more of those vortexes pop up. Hopefully Siren can figure out something. Have you sought her out? Nay, but she's off to fight the ambassador, so hopefully she'll give him his comeuppance. This kooky samurai guy was ranting on about seeing Siren in Mizuru Coast. That's more than just a passing oddity-waddity. 2 of those biddies? 2 biddies? Oh, perhaps biddies is too harsh of a term for one of such feminine wiles. That's not quite what I was getting at. But if there are 2, wouldn't it stand to reason that it's another anomaly caused by the darkness? Who knows? It's possibly my eyes were just playing tricks on me. Anything's possible given what we know of Escha so far. And speaking of Escha, we can head there again from the new vortex. Escha Ruan. I've heard tell that another masked individual has been coming and going from there. You know how Tenzin and Iroha are. They hear about something remotely dangerous and run off to fight and faster than a chocobo chasing Gishel greens. And knowing you, Cynical, you'll be right on their heels. Just promise you'll come back if things get out of hand. I gotta agree with the men. Doesn't take a seer to read that ill omens there. Whole damn place is as silent as death itself. All the more reason for hero-weros like me to save what needs saving. Now that he's gone, Gilgamesh, just who is he? Just a man with special connection to the Tenshodo. Might be a bit plump round the stomach, but ain't an adventurer in the world who hasn't or isn't going to cross paths with him. If you say we can trust him, then I have no cause to doubt. Let's head for Eshto Ruan. Well, I haven't been to... This will be the first time I've actually gone to Eshto Ruan, so... This might be fun. Oop. Alright, so we're going to examine the undulating confluence in Mizuru Coast at G5 for a cutscene with Tenzin and Kagero. And we're going to examine the undulating confluence again to enter Eshto Ruan and trigger a cutscene with Tenzin and Siren. But before we do that, we're going to change our sub-jobs. Since we don't need a teleport Hala anymore. At least I don't think we do. Shouldn't. We're gonna talk to him. Yeah. Change job. Support job. Dancer. Travel to another home point. Hard to figure out where we're going. Next page. There we go. Debnesian Archipelago, Mizuru Coast. Home point number 1. Yes, please. Woohoo! Oh, okay. I should have read what Bumcow said before teleporting. Oh, well. It won't take but a sec to switch back when we need it. Oh. That's not the one we were supposed to click. And hey, we got a giant bird feather. Ah, Lady Cyndaquil. What impeccable timing. According to Kagero, Lady Iroha is on the verge of making a decision. Whenever a woman from the Far East comes to a life-altering fork in the road, she undergoes a purification ritual. I have witnessed Lady Iroha undergoing such a ritual. She is prone to wear her heart on her sleeve, so her intentions are more than clear. She is so single-mindedly concerned with not being a burden that she intends to lend her blade to Siren's struggle against the ambassador. And so she went in the vortex to Estia before we could stop her. We must follow her with all due haste. And those birds were not innocent. I mean, those birds are anything but innocent. I mean, just look at them. They're creepy looking. And I bet if I was to heal in front of it, it would do absolutely nothing but run away. Oh well. So this should be missions, add-ons. Eshto Ruan. There have been reports of 2 sirens prowling Mizuru Coast and Eshto Ruan. That means as good as place as any to start. So yeah, examine the Angeline confluence again to enter Eshto Ruan and trigger a cutscene with Tenzin and Siren. Off we go. Where my kitty cats go? That can't be good. Probably not. No, pretty sure we don't. Place looks weird. Why are we in color? There's Siren. Siren! Where's Lady Iraha? Ah, yes, the cute one. I sense you have a special bond with her. Then heed well my words. When I was under the ambassador's thrall, I opened up my many spatial rifts, though it pains me to admit it. One such rift is the location which unfolds before you now. Ruan is said to be a place close to the gods, though it is of no wonder he wishes to strike here. A cloud of nothingness descending from a different dimension created this land, devoid of all time and color. It passed through the crystal, devouring all in its wake. Yet what did Altana do to stop it? Nothing. He was eminently aware of the truth. This is the destiny that Vana'diel is fated to face. The tide can no longer be stemmed. Altana is alone, having lost her counterpart, and is wholly powerless. We do not intend to fold, even if Altana cannot help us. All we need is light to guide us, no matter how dim that may be. Odd. Ah, such words encourage me to entrust what I can to you. Baron, your understanding and compassion are beyond compare. All the Prime Avatars can understand our words and thoughts, and will not deny us our due. I will show you how to meet Altana, but to do so, you must first banish the emptiness surrounding your Raisin Jima. And the only one who can aid you in that task is Celtius. I shall grant you the ability to traverse the mist to where Celtius resides. I'm gonna guess that's a key item. You think you would do such a thing for us. Never forget your charge, even should Iraha and I fade from this world. Fade? Why fade? Panic, panic, panic? Your friend had bid me by some time, yet I fear that I cannot hold out any longer. Go. You leave? What do you mean by time? She has explicitly expressed that she does not desire to see you. That which wishes to defile the cycle of nature is trying to extinguish itself, and we will do our utmost to see that it succeeds. You would do best to remain ignorant of the particulars. Now go. Alright, Lady Sandquill. Matters not what Siren says, we cannot turn back now. What we seek lies further within. Alright, so let's get some trust guys out. So we don't need anything like a signet or anything like that to collect silt. We just go around and kill stuff, I'd imagine. Russ. Bring out Tenzin number 2 again. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna guess I don't need this many trust NPCs to the necessary silt. We'll find out. Unreal, isn't it? You ever seen anything quite like this place? The name's Dremmy. Yours? Cyndaquil, eh? I'll have to remember that one. I'm here on behalf of the Tenshodo. My job here is to brief adventurers like you on the latest details in the area, and of course, do some business while I'm at it. I've got some items here you can't get anywhere else, items you'll need if you want to survive in this place. And it takes a bit of silt, and I'm sure you and I will get along fine. Let's see. What would you like to do? Here are various explanations, nothing in particular. Alright. Go find something to kill. I remember these things. Somewhere in Chains of Prometheus, I think we had to kill like 4 of them, and it kept wiping to them. We got a treasure chest. That's like a wing cluster. I hear kitties hissing in the background. That can't be good. That sounds like something was attacking me from behind, but I don't know. Kill these 2. Alright, that's dead. I'm gonna kill this one. Well, let's stop talking about silt. 20 pinches, 1 etched bead. See what happens. A lot more people here now. Be right back. Cat making some weird noises. Oops. Didn't mean to say that. Alright, sorry about that. I think a kitty's got a hairball that he's having trouble spitting up. I just moved it onto the tile in the kitchen so it'll be easier to clean up later. Alright, well, if it isn't Cyndaquil, what can I do for you on this beautiful sunny day? I guess we're going to hear various explanations. Now, before we can talk, I hope you don't mind paying me the 10 silk gratuity fee. Just company policy, no fee, no business. Deal! Alright. Not the orange cat. I wouldn't know what to do with a soul if he stole it. Huh? You really believe that people tell you, don't you? That's cute. Don't worry. With this, I think we can get things done. Alright. Carnivore seals. Receive key items. Alright. Preferably a map. Oh, I don't think we have enough. Yep, we only got 38, so we need to go kill some more stuff. Hey, look, we got repops. Things don't have a lot of HP, do they? I'm not complaining. No map. This ought to do it. There we go. I was leaving for work this morning, and one of the cats who's on a special diet got into the bedroom where the other cats, we keep their food separated, and she was trying to get to the good food. which makes her sick, so, you know, she's not supposed to have it. Picked her up to carry her out, and she just let out this most horrendous howl, like something you would expect from a one of those Halloween scary tapes. Alright, do I want the Ruand map, or do I need both Ruand and Julia? Because I only got enough for one. Decisions. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be this one. I hope not. I hope I didn't make a mistake, but... None. Map. Now we have a map. Alright. Let's... So we got portals. So we're going to examine the triple question mark at H10, southwest corner in Eshta. Yeah. May as well get both. For a cutscene with Tenzin, Arrowhawk, Kenzin, Syra, and Balmor. After the scene, you have received Siren's Plume and Rhapsody and Emerald. Just head up the stairs and take a left to the triple question mark about 50 feet in front of you at the top of the staircase, heading downstairs. So H10. That's the wrong... This is 10. H. So, right here. Kind of silly. Looks like they brought something back. Obtained a clump of Eshin droplets. I don't even know what that is for. Oh. I mean, I kind of know how to get around in Sky. I'm no pro at it by any means, but yeah. I think we just fight our way. We'll probably get enough silt where we're going, but... hold on. Make sure that we're on the right mission, even. Add on... Siren awaited you in Eshta, where she revealed a startling truth. Not even Altana is able to stop the encroaching darkness and the cloud of nothingness. Don't lose heart. Meeting with Arrowhawk comes first. So, examine the triple question mark at H10, southwest corner. I think this is it. Maybe not. Let's see. Nothing out of the ordinary here, so... Oh, I made a friend! Of course I did. Just head up the stairs and take a left. The triple question mark is about 50 feet in front of you at the top of the staircase heading downstairs. Okay, so that thing. That makes sense. Go cutscene. And Miss Kitty, you know I don't want you on the desk. Where one may falter, two can succeed. Siren Prime. May my words ring clear and true. I pledge myself to ending this threat. I am a being of the future and do not belong in this world. Nor does the ambassador. May our forces intertwine and banish the two of us who are not supposed to be here. Two, nay, there are three. When this communion has been undertaken, the fate of this age will lie in the hands of those who call it home. Phoenix, when I am gone, scatter my essence to the skies, that I might soar with you. A communion is a pact with nature, a declaration of how one feels things ought to be. Open your heart and let your emotions ride free. As if your life depends on it. Obey the order of nature and cast away the chaos. Those who have entrusted themselves to death shall find their release. Those who have descended from the future, be gone. Master, our time is at an end. And who did that? Of course it was Tenzin. He looks a little pissed. Why? Why must you try and stop me? Lady Iraha, you throw your life away without purpose? It is a gift to be cherished, not squandered. Sir Tenzin, Master, I am not the one who fails to comprehend the meaning of my life. None of you could possibly grasp the horror or of the future I have seen, the future I have lived. I refuse to be riddled with guilt knowing that I could have done more to stop the evil from coming to pass. If I must be sacrificed, that the world may be cleansed, then that is my sacred duty. Lady Iraha, none know your struggle more than I. I, too, have pledged myself to give up my life when the time comes, but I do so only to protect my master. What of Lady Cyndaquil? If you truly call her master, then throwing away your life here should be akin to stomping over the bonds you two share. I cannot fathom an end more revolting. Iraha, perhaps she is correct. You are here in the year 884 and have already formed strong bonds with those around you. If any can overcome the natural order, it is Altana herself, and she has infused you with a bit of her grace. Cyndaquil, Tenzin, Kagero, we have done all we can. The rest is up to you. Our ethereal chains may yet contain him, but the binds here are about to snap. Act quickly. Oh, I think I clicked a little too fast. This guy again. Who? I'm going to take our little ambassador friend on a tour of my embassy. Do you want him back, Cyndaquil? How can we go about doing that? Who cares? I don't think you'd enjoy playing with him anyway. Ta-ta for now. What just happened? Lady Cyndaquil, he knew your name. Why would you be acquainted with so foul a creature? The dream of Celtius. He was there. Lady Iraha. The two of us shall take Iraha somewhere where she can recuperate. Here, you will have need of this. This is a siren's plume bestowed upon us by Siren. Meet with Celtius in our stead, please. Alright, so that quest is now done. We got the Rhapsodies in Emerald. We're going to get another 30% bonus to experience and limit points. Additional items for sale by Curio Vendor Moogles located in the 3 nations. We should be on Fall from Grace. Right? Yep. The Sirens and Iraha were able to capture the ambassador, claiming that only a communion can banish him and subsequently Iraha and the future Siren. But Balmor intervened and whisked the ambassador away, take Siren's gift to the crystal. I made a friend. Kill the friend real quick. So yeah, now I understand why I definitely need to keep the white mage sub. Because we're going to examine any Shatter Telepoint for a cutscene with Celtius and Iraha. Alright, so this will kick us out. Yep. Oh. Okay, that's not the portal we wanted. use this one. Or actually, let's just do this. Items, warp ring. There we go. So, need to change subjobs? Yeah. I wonder what would be fastest. Travel to another home point. This will probably be faster. Give it a try. Wait for a Moogle. Or if that's close enough. It is. Change job, support job. White mage. There. Magic. Let's do them. As while we're in them, we'll just do a quick search area for wide scan. See if a ram's up. Maybe get a horn that we need for a purple belt. I'm not gonna expect much from it, but you never know. Maybe up. Nope. Can't do the map just yet. Map. Wide scan. Doesn't look like it. Nope. I'd be surprised if he was just up there waiting. I mean, it's happened before. Memories. The resonance between the siren's plume and the crystal reaches a crescendo. Not sure why the words were in the middle of the screen, but oh well. There he is. The celestial capital of Alto welcomes you. Would that it would do so with open arms, but the vortex slowly eats away at my home. The capital is not the only thing to succumb. I, too, feel my energy beginning to fade. What was that? No, you needn't offer me any explanation. I have already heard that Siren's benevolence has guided you here. You and Iraha have sought guidance from companions all throughout Vana'diel in order to stop the encroaching darkness. In Iraha's future was an event called the Reckoning, in which you made a decision that rang throughout the land. As a result, Iraha was left alone, confined to Roizenjima. A future in which Iraha was the only child of Altana left in Vana'diel. And so you wish to beseech Altana herself for guidance, for any hint on how this bleak future can be altered. Altu is often referred to as the Celestial Capital because it has a stronger connection with Altana than anywhere on the ground below. And I am able to commune with the terrestrial avatars and pass through the veil, separating this world from the next via the crystal. Yet even I do not possess the means to reach Altana herself. Even the most powerful forces in the lands, forces that can create whole worlds, cannot approach her. Not even Odin. No, such a feat requires more than anyone could hope to muster. A power so great it could make the 5 crystals whole once more. Yet did the future Siren not mention that a key may yet lie in Roizenjima? I find no cause to doubt her, particularly in light of what I have discovered. I guess they're talking to each other. What if we could create a crystal that could banish the emptiness? Cyndaquil, you have traversed the cavernous maws, so I need not remind you that you have visited worlds other than our own. These worlds exist in parallel, and each has its own past, present, and future. Countless years have I spent ensuring balance between these worlds, that they never interfere with each other. From each I have drawn but a small fraction of crystal energy, and have accumulated enough light to create another towering mother crystal for Vana'diel. Okay. Drawing crystal energy. How do you do that? It is precisely as I have said. I have undertaken this plan since long before Iraha arrived here in this era. This plan is to create a new crystal in Rhapsodies, the holy land of the Far East, and create a safe haven from the darkness. A plan, I add, that requires an inordinate amount of time to bring to fruition. Iraha's presence or absence makes no difference. The result would be the same. Cyndaquil, if what I said overlaps with anything Siren told you, then you may have just found another piece of the puzzle. But what this reckoning that Iraha speak of is, I know not. You are the warrior of the crystal, and are destined to become the warrior of light. You will coalesce thousands of points of light into a single shining star, your radiance casting out the darkness, and you will become more than a mere warrior. Master, all the grand adventures you have embarked on led you here. You have guided us all to the final struggle against an unthinkable future. Vanquish the darkness that lies within you. Even in the most trying of times, there is one virtue that humanity does not abandon: hope. It is your calling to keep that hope alive. Iraha is the only one who can aid you in making your final decision. And there is one more thing. I would have you aid me should you feel that my plan is the proper course of action. All I have worked to collect these many years is slowly being absorbed into the world known as Tartarus. One born of that land has caught wind of my plan and seeks to undermine it. Seek out the one whose dominion over magic is absolute. Please, I beg you. Okay, so now we should be on Banishing the Darkness. Your best hope to meet Altana is to go to Rhapsodies. Celsius has vowed to create a new crystal there to banish the emptiness, and bids you seek one with dominion over magic to help. A friend in Norg may know someone who fits the bill. Click, click, click. Read about field support. Repetition. Yes. So I don't think this is going to take us where we want to go, but I think it'll work. We're going to need to examine the oaken door in Norg for a cutscene with Aldo, Prish, Gilgamesh, Tenzin, and Iraha. Traveling to another home point. Elshamo Lowlands. We're going to Norg quite a bit today, aren't we? Yeah. Yes, please. Alright. Looking at the time, I'm thinking we're not going to have enough time to finish the... Definitely. But we're making... I don't know, we're making progress. We got 35 minutes. I get a couple missions done. And click the oaken door for another cutscene. Yo, Cyndaquil, guess who made it? Gilgamesh filled me in on what happened after the whole Iraha and Juno thing. Going over every last detail would have killed my voice, but I made sure to cover the important parts. And I gotta admit, she did a great job of watching over Iraha. Iraha's a real trooper. You gotta admire her spunk. Ah, Lady Cyndaquil, good to see you looking well. I trust that you have successfully met with Celtius. A new crystal to be born in Rizenjima. Finally, a light to pierce the clouds. Well, Tenzin, you'll still be needing to pack a wallop, won't you? Sure, you might have stopped the emptiness, but there's still a bit more darkness to smack around. Long had I thought that it would be years before things returned to normal. But Celtius's crystal is a grand step in a positive direction. But, Sir Tenzin, something still vexes me. If I remember correctly, the crystal does not appear now, but rather several years hence. If the crystal were to manifest now, then the future will be irrevocably altered. But is that not exactly what we desire? So the crystal appears a few years earlier. What's the big deal? Perhaps. Yet even though the crystal is there in my time, the all-encroaching darkness still claims victory. The crystal alone is not enough to save us. No matter how much we bash our heads against the problem, we can't find a good solution. I'll be damned if we aren't overlooking something. What is causing the emptiness? Everyone thinks. Lady Prish, please continue to hunt for clues. Of course I will. Master, please prefer your opinion on Celtius's crystal plan. I think earlier is fine. We should be careful. We'll do anything to meet Altana. Anything. If it means solving the problems in the Far East, then I'm all for it. And it's good for business, too. So let's summarize, Iraha is opposed to Celtius's plan, Opposed may be too strong a word. I would simply implore us to proceed with utmost caution. I believe we can trust Siren when she says that the crystal in the Far East was intimately connected with this problem. We must banish the emptiness surrounding Rizenjima to have any hope of meeting Altana. That must be the reason why Siren gave us the Siren's Plume. And the orb I entrusted to Master remains pivotal. It is a priceless artifact of Reason's shrine that ties the bearer with the Mother Crystal. None are lost when they follow its guidance. We should not brashly rush into an uncertain decision, but instead wait for a sign. Well, Cyndaquil, if you agree, then we gotta take a different approach. Namely, finding out more about that beastie that's stealing the crystal's power. And if Celtius wants you to find someone with an absolute dominion over magic, then there's only one person I can think of. Shantoto. That old witch, Shantoto! I'm not sure if bringing Iraha along is the best idea. Why would that be? If she found out you were from the future, she'd poke, prod, and quite possibly vivisect you. Lady Cyndaquil, we have our next destination, Winder's Walls. Bring me a present. Could it be that the one trying to steal the crystal's energy is not the ambassador, but... Alright, so next one should be... Over the Rainbow. Iraha claimed that a crystal exists in Rizenjima in her future, which should be no cause for alarm. Over in Norg, your allies have hesitantly encouraged you to visit Shantoto in Winder's Walls. Travel to another home point. Winder's Walls. 1, 2, 3. It's really the closest one, isn't it? Okay. Don't know why they don't have a home point next to Shantoto. Maybe they're afraid to give her own home. Those bad things could happen. Yeah. We're not lost. We're just turned around. I've been meaning to come over here and talk to Shantoto. I think I still need to pick up her other trust cipher. So I'll need to talk to her a couple of times. Shantoto's so awesome. She needs her own video game. Ah, another adventurer come to invade my domain. Please stand over there and stop playing dumb games. For your sake, I hope you aren't such a bore. I'm getting quite tired of cleaning blood off the floor. You have a girl from the future that has come to the past. I've seen this play out before. Trust me, it won't last. Please, I beg Ethy of you to calm down. Ah, Dr. Shantoto, your laboratory smells quite lovely. Why, that would be the splendoro aroma from this jar. It's been 14 years since I've combined a splendid, wittily winded blend of herbs and spices, all sealed tight in this jar, until right now when... Hush, hush. The recipe is supposed to be a secret, Ethy. The two of you can sit here and argue for hours, but there are those in duress who have need of our powers. Though your orb is quite fascinating and has me perplexed, and your friend from the east I would love to dissect, there are more pressing matters to which we must attend. The issue of Celsius, to whose will the crystal shall bend. This world of yours, Tartarus? It has me intrigued. Please, Shantoto, help us. I can hear you plead. Now wait just a minute. Why haven't I heard Ethy of this Tartarus? Dear Yornoran, of course I know of this world. They want to know more, with details unfurled. How do you know of it? Vana'diel is but one of countless dimensions, though blessed by Altana, I must dutifully mention. Up until now, I couldn't prove its existence, but help them I shall if they need my assistance. The name by itself is cause for alarm, and doubtless there are monsters who wish to cause harm. Diddly-doo, the universe is such a big place. Koru Moru, you act as if you're wholly disconnected, but how soon you forget that monstrosity you've erected. You've already involved in some monkey business, and to a more sorry sight I've never borne witness. What did you do this time? I made a one diddly wonderful contraption, or so I had thought, turned into one of my biggest mistakes in recent memory. The world is full of all manner of terrible creatures, and I weep for a land that never knows peace. You know what I mean? You're an adventurino. But the forces of light and dark must always be in balance, and one never wins out for very long. So if some diddly darkness appears somewhere, then that must be some way to seekarunu it. I don't even know how to say that. Seekarinu it out. And you want us to use that thingy Ethy of yours to find the evils they're on the lookout for. Just think diddly ink about it. What hero wouldn't want to get their hands on something that could seek out evil before it strikes? Though I had intended to use it to root out cheating studentorinos. Though, yeah, but it did the strange diddly inks thing when I brought it to life. It pointed in a really weird direction. And so, when he brought it to me with a look of concern, I found that you call Tartarus, and much did I learn. Thus I present to you without further ado his deranged contraption, with purpose anew. The very thought of this is enough to give pause, but I think it can help you with all of its flaws. I agree, Ethy. If it points to large upswells of magic Ethy, that might help you find where the energy of the crystal is being drained to. And if the crystals were to fade Ethy, well, I hardly need spell it out what that means. Though since Koru Moru made it, I'd be remiss to assume I'd be remiss to assume that it will work without failure and not spell your doom. And if such a thing happens, I shall not feign surprise, for it wouldn't be the first time he caused someone's demise. Dr. Shintoto, please. Wait, it's pointing Areno toward Mizuru Coast. Ah, but of course, it only makes sense. There's a vortex over there. How could I be so dense? There's been warnings, I see, about Estra all through the 3 nations. I'd be extra careful. So whole diddly-doll tale. Okay, so we got the most curious curio. Cacophonous discord. Shintoto, Koromoru, and Yoran Orin discuss Koromoru's latest experiment, which reacts to the presence of darkness, a darkness which has settled in Escha Ruan. I guess that means where we're supposed to go next. Those impudent fools from the Junonian Institute. After their years of research, I thought them more astute. To let that rogue Ajito Marijo in on their game, while I sit here dethroned, maligned, and shamed. If an adventurer possessing a Winter's Trust permit passed through my domain, it would give me no greater pleasure to make them writhe in pain. Oh ho! Still haven't found my pinch of bomb ash and 2 bone chips yet? Well, I'm incensed. Hurry up. Can't wait to show my little voyeur just who he's up against. Okay, so I guess we're not going to be able to get the Toto Trust yet. We'll look more into it later. No big deal. We got the other Shintoto. That's almost just as good. So we finished over the rainbow. We talked to Shintoto and Winter's Walls for a cutscene with her, Tenzin, Yoran Orin, and Koromoru. Cacophonous discord. We're gonna zone into Estra Ruan for a cutscene with Sid, Ayumi, and Naji. Alright. Doing on time. 20 more minutes. Enough for the next quest or mission. Fix this thing. I'm gonna go straight to Mizuru Coast. Oh, excuse me, I'm traveling to another home point. Nazian Archipelago, Mizuru Coast, home point. Got the hiccups again. Looks like the thunderstorm in Mizuru Coast is finally over with. Off we go. What song did we teleported in? Something's going on. Well, this isn't something else. Hey Naji, get a load of this. I've seen some stuff in my time, but it's wholly unnatural. Don't get in over your head, my little adventurer buddy. We haven't quite finished up our survey of it, but one thing's fully clear. The longer you stay in this Escha place, the more your spirit slips away. As if that's not bad enough, you also lose all sense of time. That's why we make sure to keep someone posted at the entrance. The chief is convinced that this is because the power of the crystal is being drained. The only reason magic can be used inside is that the energies of Mizuru Coast are seeping in too. You couldn't pay me enough to jump into the vortex over there. Vortex? Have you got a better word for it? It sucks up the energy and swirls around and round. If that's not a vortex, then I don't know what is. You going in? Yeah. Suppose we can't stop you, but don't go getting yourself killed. Alright, so now we should be on Eddies of Despair. Oh, not map. Missions. Sid and his team have headed to Ruan, where a vortex is sucking up the crystal's power. What lies beyond? Be on your guard as you proceed. Your goal is to reach Eshta Portal number 15. Unlock the Eshton Portal number 1 upon arriving in Eshta Ruan. To do this, click on the triple question mark to the left of the NPC Dremi to collect a clump of Eshton droplets. This item allows you to unlock the portal the first time you use it. Upon examining Eshton Portal number 1, with the drops in your possession, you are given the option to teleport you to the next Eshton Portal. On each island the portal takes you to, locate a triple question mark that gives you another clump of Eshton droplets, so that you can teleport to the next portal to unlock it. You only have to unlock portal once. After that, you can use Eshton Silk to teleport around Eshta Ruan. Warning, right now there's a glitch where if you transport using clumps, it won't flag the portal in your collection. To get around this, click the portal and cancel out of the menu once before using the portal. After reaching portal number 15, examine the nearby triple question mark for a cutscene with Balamor, and Celtius. Here's a small guide to find Eshton droplets. The following is numbered in a certain way. It might be confusing. The guide is meant to be followed after going through the portal that is mentioned. Also, be warned that certain monsters that are level 117 plus can aggro after portal number 1. After portal number 2, up the stairs and about 10 feet ahead and to the right. Oh, okay, that's just going to tell you how to do it. Okay. So, we already got that droplet. So now we just need to click this thing. Teleport using... let's go to Eshton Portal number 2. Let's do this. I'm going to assume I trust NPCs teleport with me. There we go. So we're going to pick this one up. You'll be able to engage in combat here if you possess Tribulins and a Grizzly Trinket. Okay, so that's not what you're looking for. This must be the one you're looking for. Lick. Alright, we got a thing of droplets. Light begins to shimmer and twist as you pass your hand over it. Your pinches of Eshta Silk trigger a faint reaction in the light, granting a small glimpse of what lies beyond. Okay. After portal number 2, up the stairs and about 10 feet ahead to the right. So we just gotta find portal number 3, right? I wonder. Alright. We're not gonna use the try using the silt. Go to portal number 1. Do it. Or no. Do not go into the light because you do not have enough. Alright, I would have just assumed that there would have been another portal over here, but that's the only one. And now we don't have enough silt to get out of here. And nothing out of the ordinary here. Well, we got our warp ring, so I'm not... And we also got white mage sub, so we can get out of here, no problem. White skin. Eshton portal number 2. I wonder if number 3 is this one. Oh, never mind. Not on the screen anymore. to another home point. Yeah. Okay, off we go. I summon all those trust NPCs again. That's fine. We'll be able to use that to do wide scans, see if we can find portal number 3. Just. There we go. Map. Wide scan. Okay, so that bottom one's number 15, which will be the last one that we're going to be looking for. Get this unlocked. I gotta be making this more difficult than it really is, right? Take a look. If she has anything to say. What are Estion portals? You see that brightly glowing thing over there? Yeah. That there's an Estion portal, or at least that's what we're taking to calling them. With the right procedure and a little luck, those portals will let you instantly travel to other locations in the area. As far as we were able to determine, there are 2 ways of using them that seem to work. First requires a clump of Estion droplets. Clumps of Estion droplets can be found all over the place. The portals will react to you if you hold some in your hand and interact with them. Here's the thing though, the portals don't let you go anywhere you like. You can only travel between portal pairs in a rotating pattern. Using a portal once will consume the clump of Estion droplets, but you can usually find new ones lying around close to the portals. Make sure to grab one wherever you can. Once you cross through a portal once, you should be able to pass through the portal of your choice. That's where the method number 2 comes in. Okay. By using Escha's Silt, you can travel to a previously visited Estion portal directly. For whatever reason, the silt will burn up when you pass through the portal. Just think of it as a transportation fee. Give it a try and you'll get the hang of it. Okay. So that kind of sounds like you are supposed to raid the droplet, and I think it'll like unlock the next portal that you maybe. So now we need to collect 100 silt, which is going to be a few mobs. Kinda hurts. At least there's music. I wonder how many of these we're going to need to kill. I think maybe about, say, 10? Good enough. Kill 3. Ooh, those things seem tough. Alright, we're not gonna mess with them. Need I think we'll do about 5 more after this one. That should be enough. So. Should go ahead and turn the names back on so I can see stuff more easily. Yep. Port Tenzin. And on time. 3 more after this. Or 2 more after this, actually. Triple attack kind of pulled hay. Suppose that happens. Alright, this will be the last one. We'll see how much silt we have. Kitty's trying to get into something else. See how far we get. Okay. Using silt. Go to Estrin portal number 2. Let's do it. Alright. Teleport using clump of Estrin droplets. There we go. Estrin portal number 3. Like I said, I was just making this more difficult than it needs to be. Oh, one sec. Cat getting into something he's not supposed to be getting into. Per usual. A little too close. Sorry about that. Yikes. Things are tough. Here's they all link too. Magic, unique, me, magic, visible, me. Hopefully this is gonna work. Hope they don't get killed. I'll feel bad if they do. Okay, another clump of estrogen droplets. Oh shit. And Bima got themselves killed. I didn't do anything to help. I could have done much. This one's also tough. Right? Get invisible back on. Find out if they have true sight. Doesn't look like it. There would be a UFO over there, wouldn't there? Alright, next estron droplet. Good news is they're not magic aggro-y types. That would have been bad. Estron portal number 5. Let's do this. Not gonna be easy for me to get. No, you can't wear a vermilion cloak on thief, can you? Oh well. Probably just have to rest MP here in a little while. Oh, okay. I already collected it. And portal number 6. Do this. So we're 1/3 of the way done. Now we kind of understand what needs to be done. So bad. Okay. I thought it would have been, you know, down the stairs, or up the stairs, but down over here. Alright. The estron droplets. Dude over here. Thing is tough. They won't attack me. Usually don't, but and portal number 7. Got a bad feeling about this. At least the thing cast a shadow. Alright, next droplet. Find out if these things are magic aggro. Kitty. Need you doing that. Oh, there's a UFO about. Stay. Sit. So we'd probably be able to take on the UFO. We have in the past, and a lot crappier gill, but it was a tough fight. But estrogen droplets, estrogen portal number 8. Do it. Alright, so now we're officially more than halfway done. I don't think we're going to need an invisibility spell for this one. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. This. Face back. Like that. Question portal number 9. Alright, I haven't tested if these guys have actually true sight yet because I've always been engaged with somebody. Find out here. Yeah. Grim's light. What that could be. Alright. After portal number 9, go right and head all the way across to the other end of the island. Cluster, the crystal should be on your right after portal number 10 in the back near where the Archangel Zone would be. Great. Sneak would be getting ready to wear off, wouldn't it? Alright. Magic. Me? I guess I'm surprised didn't sneak lasted as long as it did. over here. Before I run across the bridge, I just want to make sure that it wasn't over here. Oh. Watch me have easily overlooked it. It was like right at where we started. Okay. There it is. Oh, I took the scenic route for this one. Gargoyle should be coming alive here. Nope, not yet. I guess they only aggro if they see you, and I think from what I read on here, they aggro from 1800 to 600, so nighttime. I really want to test these urns to see if they aggro, because my experience in D, they usually don't aggro. But I want to take that risk with a monk. Teleports. Question portal number 10. Get us 2/3 of the way done. Alright, after portal number 10, in the back near where the Archangel Zone would be. So one of the easy ones? No. Alright, after portal number 9, go right and head all the way across to the other end of the island cluster. The triple question mark should be on your right. Okay. I'm just gonna rest up, try and get over 200 MP. See where we are. One of those little floating thingies. Apparently they are taking the roundabout way. Come on. A little bit more. Oh, one more tick. 185. That should be enough. Another UFO. Is it all the way to the right? There it is. Oh wait, this wasn't the right one. Okay. Yeah, they don't magic aggro. Say these things are quite a bit smaller than the UFOs I'm used to dealing with, but I still don't want to mess with them. Wow, it doesn't. Portal number 11. Alright, after portal 10, in the back near where the Archangel Zone would be. Could be another one of these. Yeah. Thick. Alright, after portal 11, go all the way up the stairs and go right. Go all the way till you see stairs. The triple question mark is on the right of the staircase at the southeast corner of J7. Esgen UVs and Bloom will aggro sound, and there are Esgen gargoyles in the wall. But we may not be needing all this sneaking and biz. I want to test it. Oh. Not against 4 of them. Sneak would be worth. All the way up the stairs and go right. Okay, these are the things that if they're in bloom, they'll aggro to sound. It wasn't in bloom, so nothing to worry about. That one's in bloom. So it will aggro sound. And it does seem tough. There we go. We get to go back. This next one, after you cross the first small bridge, it's to the left on the corner of the island. Okay. One thing about this music I don't care for, there's every now and then there's just a little instrument that makes the same kind of noise or similar noise that you aggroed something and it took a swing at you and missed. Yeah, it's that noise. Every now and then I'm just running around the zone, I'm thinking, you know, something's attacking me when no, just the game music. Alright, after portal number 12, after you cross the first small bridge, it's to the left on the corner of the island. Alright, I'm gonna see if this thing aggroes. It doesn't look like it. After you cross the first small bridge, it's to the left on the corner of the island. Not exactly left, is it? I'll just keep going straight. Probably right underneath the UFO. Yep. No idea why it wouldn't click on there earlier, but winning game mechanics, that's all. Okay, so hopefully it won't move. Doesn't seem like it did. Question portal number 14. Let's do this. Alright, next one. After portal 13 is in the back where an Archangel zone would be. Oh, easy one. Alright. Took longer than I was wanting it to, but we didn't get killed, so yay for that. Bastion droplet, Bastion portal number 15. Let's do this. Look directly to your right, and there is a triple question mark containing one last bit of Bastion droplets. Use it to go back to number 1 when you're done. Oh me, oh my. Why would you come here to bother me? Surely I'm no use to you now. We're looking for him. Where's the masked man? What are you doing? Well, you're not gonna ask somebody like that what they're doing. We're looking for him. Ah, your masked friend. I tied him up on the other side of the vortex. You know, at first I thought he might have been a pretender, but he's really been quite useful. When I told him I sought astral forces, he up and created this lovely little swirly thing for me. Not that it didn't take a little convincing. You're the dread fiend Balmor. Oh, Celtius, what a grand pleasure it is. I've saved a seat in the front row just for you. But if you already know what my grand plan is, then you surely don't need a playbill. Bit ironic, wouldn't you say? Lest you forget, it was you who first stole energy from Tartarus. And so I'm taking back what's mine, and perhaps a little more, to create the most spectacular of stages. Stage? That's right. A world of my own making. Vana'diel isn't the only world I've been to. This energy is a gift from the gods, who make a god. I'm sick of reading parts that have been given to me by others, so I've decided to draft my own narrative. The authors of these worlds all have one thing in common. They conjure up lakes and rivers, fashion sentient beings, dictate laws by which all must abide, and then one day up and abandon their creations. Let's just say I'm a bit disgusted at the chaos they've left in their wake. You don't need to have traveled to different worlds to know that I'm right. Look at your Vana'diel. Emptiness this, all-consuming void that. It's halfway between a tragedy and a comedy of errors. The world isn't just a playground for the gods. This world just isn't just a playground for the gods. And that's another contributing factor to how vague life is here. One man's justice is another man's evil. No, my world will be much simpler, where there will be only one path. No one gets lost. He who seizes the power of the crystal has the right and provenance to rule. Okay. This fiend is beyond all reason. Indigo, keep him busy. In the meantime, I'll seal off that conduit. Are they gonna fight him? Missions? Pretender to the throne, the Dark Jester Bellamore was working to drain the crystal of power in an attempt to fashion a new world in his image. Fight Bellamore to draw his attention away from Celtius, while Kulu attempts to seal the vortex. Alright, select the triple question mark at Eshin portal number 15 to fight Bellamore. Spawning him replaces your most curious curio with an ineffective most confounding curio. Fight is not a battlefield fighting, but occurs immediately after clicking the triple question mark. You need to call your trust before clicking the triple question mark. Uses powerful AoE attacks and inflicts a strong bio status. Can be soloed with 5 trusts, not too difficult for high item level players, but not a total pushover either. Use a healer and strong melee to tank, at least. Okay. If you fail to defeat Balmor, zone back into Estra Ruan to reconvert Most Confounding Curio back to Most Curious Curio and try again. There may be a glitch where if someone defeats Balmor, other people can join the party. After the fight, click the triple question mark and still get the next cutscene and credit for the win without fighting. After the fight, select triple question mark again for a cutscene with the Balmor and Celtius that awards a cipher. Balmor? Oh, that'd be cool. Optionally, after the cutscene, select the triple question mark near Eshin portal number 15 to find another clump of Eshin droplets, which can be used to get from portal number 15 back to portal number 1. You do not need to do the fight to gain access to Eshin portal number 15 and Eshin portal number 115. All you need to do is fight the triple question mark. Find the triple question mark, click on it, and then proceed to Eshin portal number 1 without starting the fight. Alright. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go and get ourselves killed. If all the world's a stage, then this wretched cast will simply not do. Consider yourselves all fired. Hee hee hee. Yikes! That really is powerful AoE. I got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, we're not gonna make this. have gone with another healer. Perfect dodge is going to save us, but yeah, now we're in trouble. So close. Yep. Okay. That's embarrassing. We haven't died in a while, so guess it was to be expected. Back to home point. I think... I mean, we had a decent tank. We just didn't have enough heals because he just did quite a bit of damage. And I didn't have an optimal sub job, so it was alright. We'll come back tomorrow night, do it again. Probably come on Monk. My Monk is much, much better. We can just 100 fist the guy down. So, yeah, that'll make it a lot easier. Don't know why I didn't do that the first time. So anyways, thanks for watching. We made some progress tonight. I think we're actually more than... So we're way more than halfway done. So, yeah. Not too bad. What else do we need to do? Too much there. We'll probably finish the Rhapsodies of Vana'diel chapters tomorrow night. Unless things go really, really bad. And then after that, I think we will go ahead and change nationalities to Windurst. And finish some missions that we needed to do them, see if we can get rank 10. So definitely yeah, definitely making progress. Alright, y'all, have a good evening.